Tell me when you're ready.
Ready.
Howdy, James here. We're having a brief discussion about Kundalini energy. Now, keep in mind that from a yoga perspective, everything in the universe, everything is made up of vibration. Okay? Think about sound. So everything is a type of sound. And the physical body is also made up of energy and is made up of vibration. And one of the reasons why we practice yoga asanas is to tune the body. Like if you've ever seen the musical tuning fork, you know, the little U-shaped thing that they whack and then it goes bing, things like that. So one of the reasons we practice yoga asanas is to tune the body to the correct vibrational sequence. Now, there are these theoretical energy areas within the body that are called chakras, and chakra just means a spinning wheel or a disc. And one way to think about it is a confluence of rivers. So think about 2 or 3 rivers that come together. When all that water flows across each other, it's a swirling type of action. It's very active and activated, agitated. And that is what it's like within the body on an esoteric level. So this energy is flowing around. Where it meets, that is considered to be a chakra. Now there are traditionally 7, some systems say that there's 8, 9, 10, or even more that exist outside the body. But according to yogic lore, there are 7 that exist within the body. And theoretically, what we're meant to be doing is elevating the energy from the base root chakra, Muladhara, all the way up to the crown chakra, Sahasrara. And the way we do that is by lifting the energy rate of the body overall. And then there's meditation and pranayama techniques for specifically working on these areas. But keep in mind, these are very subtle areas of energy. Okay, so if you're smoking, if you're drinking, if you're just indulging in normal type of a normal behavior, then these things are going to be unavailable to you because you will not have developed a fine sensitivity to access them. But everybody has them. And some people have had Kundalini experiences. Now keep in mind that Kundalini energy and sexual energy are pretty much one and the same thing. Energy is energy, okay? And it just depends on where it manifests, on what you relate it to. So from a yogic perspective, the root chakra, where the sexual energy resides, what the yogis are meant to be doing is lifting that energy up. Okay, so instead of expressing it out through that root chakra out into the world, and keep in mind it's pretty strong energy. You can create another life with using that energy. We're meant to be taking it up through the body and using that energy, take it up to the top chakras, where then that extra boost will help us on the path to enlightenment. Now, enlightenment sounds like something very airy-fairy, but again, keep in mind that everything in the universe is energy-based, okay? Our minds, our brains are also energy-based. Think about the brain wave pattern. So basically there's beta, alpha, theta, and delta. So these are waves like the waves of an ocean. When we're agitated, when we're angry, when our energy is low, we're basically in the beta waves, okay? And that's the conscious level of the mind, which I'm in right now. And when we're stressed, we're at the high levels of those beta waves. Now the problem with that is, think about an ocean, okay? You got the big ocean out there. When there are big waves and you're in a boat and you're riding on those waves and the water is agitated, it's very uncomfortable. And that's the normal state of most people, very uncomfortable. And they're full of stress, and it takes the lightest little bit of a situation, negative situation, where then you have road rage or people losing their minds because they're on the edge all the time. So the yoga concept is to tune that energy into higher states. And that's essentially what the practice of yoga is about. So physical body, we use asana. Then the pranayama, the breath techniques, is the link into the mental aspects. And then, of course, there's traditional meditation techniques for that. Now, there's a whole host of techniques you can use to energize, to locate, energize, and elevate the chakras. And that's another whole story. I can spend a lot of time talking about that. But everybody has them. They're essentially energy. When we do the yoga practice, what we're doing is fine-tuning the body so that we can better turn into that energy. Okay, now if you're having late nights, you're overeating, you're drinking, basically normal behavior, you're going to have a dull mind, a dull body, and a dull nervous system, so those energies will not be available to you. But if you clean up your act, which I highly recommend, make that a New Year's resolution, then they suddenly become available to you. And it's rather an interesting journey to go on. So, take what I've said today, digest it. When you're ready, come back and we'll have a further discussion. Namaste. Happy Christmas. We'll see you in the new year.
Thank you very much.
You should ask
All right.